That'll complete the lineup. 1900 metres, first leg of the pick six. Runners sent on their way from the 1900 metre marker. A perfect beginning this one. Magical Dynasty is right there, and Devon goes off to lead them with the white sleeves, and Ducks is near the rail. Whoopsie-Daisy has the blinkers now, a little bit strong, and goes off to lead them as Whoopsie-Daisy, and Buzz raced up into second with those red blinkers. They're followed further back in the field by Rising Flight. That's the grey on the outside of runners. Heaven's Duel's now about 4 lengths off the leader as Devon also tucks in behind the pacemaker Whoopsie-Daisy. They're followed further back in the field by Ruby's Choice. Then comes Chase the Cherry. That's racing about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader. Then comes Ravishing Dancer. At the back of the field is Dude. That's racing 10, 11 lengths off the leader. And just in front of that is Terry Bell. They stretched out about a dozen lengths, and Whoopsie-Daisy continues to lead them as they go to the 900 metre marker, and Whoopsie-Daisy the leader. Back in second is Buzz with the red blinkers. Devon at the rails in third, and then the grey Rising Flight, followed by Heaven's Duel. Near the rail is Ducks. That's back in sixth position at only 5 lengths off the leader. Then Ruby's Choice, Magical Dynasty, followed by Ravishing Dancer, Chase the Cherry, Terry Bell and Dude the last two. Top of the stretch, and Whoopsie-Daisy's the leader. Buzz is on the outside, and Devon is still waiting towards the outside of Whoopsie-Daisy. Then the grey Rising Flight. Heaven's Duel's also coming home well. Ducks are going to try and put in a claim now as they come to the 300 metre marker. And Devon now, Anton pulls it out, goes off to tackle the stable companion. Ducks is now running on. Devon the leader, and Ducks tries to put on the pressure. Heaven's Duel the outside, and also running on powerfully now is Magical Dynasty as they come to the last 100. Magical Dynasty and Ducks with Heaven's Duel, the three of them across the track. Ducks just in front, Magical Dynasty, but Heaven's Duel got up. Heaven's Duel on the line from Ducks and Magical Dynasty, then Devon. Terrific struggle, Heaven's Duel, Magical Dynasty and Ducks between the two, but number 12, Heaven's Duel, will prevail, wins it a half head or so. Heaven's Duel wins it by that head. Then Ducks back in second, Magical Dynasty back in third. Devon runs into fourth position, only beaten 2 lengths. Fifth place then will go to Terry Bell. Further back in the field, Chase the Cherry, Rising Flight, followed by Ruby's Choice. We look at the head-on, and you'll see that Anton waited in behind Whoopsie-Daisy. The vet had a long look at Devon and trotted her around, and she comes forward. And then Magical Dynasty with the red cap, and Heaven's Duel on the left-hand side, the white cap, and the three of them have a ding-dong tussle, but number 12, Heaven's Duel, the filly by Fort Wood, will just prevail from number 2, Ducks and Magical Dynasty. Next up is race number 4, which will start off our carryover jackpot. Until then, back to the studio.
Well, going to the 400 here in the first leg of the pick six. Any one of 3 horses could win it. Ducks, Magical Dynasty and Heaven's Duel. And one would think that the stamina kicked in with this daughter of Fort Wood, and she's come to win a good race. But before we touch on the win, a gentleman that's having a great run here in KZN and in Cape Town is Sean Cormack. Sean, compliments with all the success. Well deserved with all the hard work you're putting in, and you're having a great run in Cape Town.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's really rolling on nicely now. Cape season's well into it, and it's going really well. So we just hope it continues right to the beginning of February.
Well, the Sean Cormack followers will be happy here because this filly, she had the pedigree to stay. I mentioned that she's a full sister to a horse called Thundering Jet that won the Gold Cup.
Yeah, listen, I rode her last time. Well, actually, when I rode her first time out, I said that she's going to win. Obviously, it wasn't. You didn't need to be intelligent to know that she wanted ground, but I said that she should possibly go straight into a mile, and we've got there obviously with a 1450 under the belt. And just as well because it helped her into this 1900, and she had to work really hard to get there. I felt that she was labouring and that she can do a little bit better. So let's just hope that she improves from here.
What's happening with that plaster? So you got it on for a few days now. Nothing too serious?
No, I've just had the stitches removed, and my plastic surgeon says 3 months he wants it on. So get used to it. Fantastic.
Before we leave us, Shawnee, you've had a look at the card. Stuart has nominated a few decent horses today. and you've got one on the board. What about the rest of your rides?
Yeah, look, I think I got 3 very nice rides left. Garth Puller's horse, obviously he's only had the 1 run, but obviously a decent first run, and he's nicely drawn and going the extra trip, which is obviously what Garth thinks he needs. And then I got 2 very nice horses coming up. Kitco, who her form is self-explanatory.
Yes.
And obviously Inspector Casey, young horse who's just had the 2 starts and is doing very, very well.
Could that be your next best, the one at the back?
I think there's not much in it.
Thanks for that, Shawnee.
Thank you. Thanks to my sponsor, Highlands. Thank you.
Lovely. Sean Cormack. Stu, come through. Yeah, just having a look at the runners you brought to the races today on behalf of the dry yard, it looked to be a day that you could have a lot of success.
Yeah, the 4 runners, they're all in with a good shot today.
Coming back to this horse, how's the work back home? How you get a horse ready for this kind of trip?
No, listen, she's pretty easy to train. She doesn't show that much, but I mean, she's fit and sound, and she might have just needed it towards the end there, going, like Sean said, straight from the 14 to the 19, but just very well done to Kevin and Keith.
Kevin and Keith, are those the guys? Yeah, what's it? Kevin Fisher and Keith Latter, well done to them. Now, we chatted earlier on, I gave it to the guys. You thought that Inspector Barnaby, Inspector Casey could be your next best, Stu?
Yeah, listen, like Sean, I think there's a lot between them, but his work at home's been pretty good.
How's the stable going while the boss is away? You enjoying it? The winners are there?
Yeah, no, they're ticking over, they're running all right, no major dramas. So, obviously it's also just well done to Dennis in Cape Town.
Hard to match the boss, but he got the good stock this year.
Yeah, but we left with 1 or 2.
Well done, well played.
Thanks.
Well done to you, Dennis Dreyer down in Cape Town. I'm sure is watching. Number 12, Heaven's Duel, has come through to win it for the yard, and I'm sure this must be a popular start for many in the pick 6. 12, 2, 6, and 9. 12, 2, 6, and 9. Your provisional result, race number 3. Coming up next will be the start of the jackpot. Race number 4, a small jackpot carryover there of 64,900 Rand. And that will be at around 20 past 2. Race number 4 coming up next.